special guest with us here today. The lovely, the beautiful, the talented, the writer, the songstress, the model. Let me see,
Yes.
you did the fitness. Let me see, you did the ad campaign. We're going to talk about Armani Exchange. We're going to talk about all that. We got Saaneah in the building with us today, people. Nashville's very own.
Greetings and salutations.
How you doing today, doctor?
I am super blessed and grateful to be alive.
Of course.
Awesome.
Well, we right here. Oh no, I can't. Let's get straight to it, darling. Appreciate you coming. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with us here this evening.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
And let's talk about your music. Let's let the people know. If they don't know, they can turn their local radio station, 92Q. Shout y'all out.
Yes, shout out.
She's on the radio right now.
DJ C-Dub.
Shout them out, Kenny, C-Dub.
Oh, cool.
We definitely love what's on the radio right now. Tell them about your latest music you got going on.
Oh my gosh, so I just recently, on July 4th, put out my first executive produced music video for my single, Want You Now.
Kudos. Congratulations.
Awesome. Yes. I'm excited, yeah. So that was a year in the making process, but it was the perfect timing as far as like when it came out, and just the timing is what I'll say is so God. Like I just want, like, you know, it's on the path of, it's on a spiritual path, so I'm excited about that.
That's awesome. So what was the, I guess, idea or the look behind the video? Like what inspired it?
I wanted to do something that was super fresh, but kind of had that nostalgic vibe of like Poetic Justice, with Janet Jackson and Tupac, both amazing legends in the music industry and in the film world, and two people that are very versatile in their art form. So I am inspired by them and I love them. So I wanted to kind of give that essence as well, just that 90s vibe. 90s was just so, I felt like it was vulnerable and very like exciting. It was something like exciting about that fresh love when you first meet somebody, you know, because everything is like, sometimes we kind of get to a point where it's just like, oh, it's heartbreaking, like, oh, I don't want to fall in love. But it's like as soon as you get your heart broken, it's like, I'll never love again. And I didn't want to have that air when I first came out with a video. I literally just wanted to be like, oh my gosh, like that's so cool, like kind of like that feeling of wanting to not go too fast because you really digging someone, so you want to like let it marinate a little bit before you let it marinate, let the seasoning get right, you feel me, and then let it flourish to wherever it's meant to go. And it's sometimes it's hard to do that because you'd be like, oh my god, you so fine, like oh my god, we vibing so right, but it's like, let me take my time, let me not go too quick. Yeah, so I really wanted to bring that like that vibe, that exciting vibe, and that clothes were like so colorful and innovative in the 90s and the 80s, and that's just really what I wanted to bring forth as far as like when I put forth the first video that is. So.
Yeah, the video is pretty dope. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on YouTube, right?
Yes, you can find it on YouTube, on my page. Link is in my bio. You can go to Saaneah.com for all things Saaneah, Saaneah. I'm the only one, so
yeah, make sure y'all get that pronunciation down. No H at the beginning. No H's.
Saaneah. Like that. Y'all remember Taina? I would always, when I watched it, I would be like, Saaneah, Saaneah. I've always had dreams to meet me in the stars. Yeah.
Awesome. So how long have you been singing?
Oh wow, for a minute. I figured it out that it was like a thing when I was around 6, and then I was just like, I was watching a Martin episode, like it was like a rerun or something, and then Pam was singing Silent Night, and I was like, ooh, that sounds so good, And then I attempted to sing it myself, and evidently it sounded great. According to my family, I was
Ain't no wrong sound.
you know,
Right.
and I was like, and she, oh my God, man, she cut up like Tashina Arnold, like, well, kudos to you. It was a Christmas.
Was that the one where Santa Claus had like the bomb? No, that was BB and Cece when Santa Claus came in with the bomb
not
strapped
that
in.
one.
Not that one.
Different, but we love that one.
Yeah.
What's the one with the kids?
I don't know.
Christmas play or
I just
something.
remember
I don't
sitting
know.
in front of the TV and I heard her be like, Silent Night.
Yeah, I'm
It was
supposed
on
to come
stage.
back. I remember that too.
Yeah, something
And I was like,
that.
ooh, I was just like, I was in a trance and I wanted to put people in a trance. And then
And you do
from
that.
that point on, I was like, as soon as my great grandmother heard it, I was at my great grandmother's house. You know, she was such a major inspiration. She's passed now, but she was such an angel in my journey. And she heard it, and then it just got around. As soon as they heard about it, it was like I was at all the church functions, like all the songs, learning all the spirituals. Like it was like nonstop.
So at what point do you think you was like, okay, yeah, I really need to take this serious? Because I mean, obviously, as a child, you know, you're still a child. So
Right.
You can't really make those decisions on your own. I mean, however, you know, your family.
Right. It's a development. You're developing it.
Yeah. So at what point in your older years were you like, you know what, like I'm real deal about to do this?
I would say, well, I graduated from Tennessee State 2012, and I really wanted to develop my craft. I wanted to be great at my craft in a multitude of facets.
Mm-hmm.
That was important to me. I didn't want to. I wanted to also have knowledge of the business side because I would see people that were less before me who had, you know, bankruptcy issues, and I just wanted to be, you know, I wanted to be knowledgeable of what I was getting myself into. So I decided to go to school.
Definitely.
And I didn't want to be limited to what avenues I could impact. So that's why it was important for me to go to TSU and learn not just R&B music or commercial music or secular music, but also be qualified and experienced and skilled at classical music and jazz music and Broadway music, and really understand the notes of melodies and how it moves and how you can harmonize. Like all those elements matter to me because it's beyond just like, oh, I sing. It's like I want to be very deep in the music and just really understand it, and in a very, and I want to have musical intelligence.
Yeah.
Beyond just a singer.
You know your craft.
Yeah, so that's why I decided to go to school, and it definitely enhanced my abilities. I broadened my mind. So it wasn't until, and during that time I was like serious about it, but it wasn't until after school that I really was like, okay, I need to do something, because I had some people that came into I hadn't put out an EP, because like the industry is like so like, I don't know, it's like compartmentalized. So there's this yeah, it's just like there's this very one skewed view that I would see. It was rare that you would see like bodies like mine who were, you know, curvy and thick, and so a lot of times I would hinder myself as far as like doing videos or visuals, because I felt like I needed to be like a size 7 or 8, and so I wouldn't even put anything out. I was making music, but I wouldn't put anything out, and I was just like, and I got to a point where I had met some really cool people that went to high school with me, and they were just like, yo, what are you doing? Why did you have a project out? and I had also gotten out of a relationship too, and so it was just like, in some relationships you don't even realize how you're kind of like not really going hard with your craft, because you're kind of like sharing this, you know,
sharing your space and time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you're not going full throttle. Like, you know how you're
sharing
like,
that energy.
you're trying to, so it was just me. And so it was like I had no choice. I need to do this. And so since then, it took me about 7 months to put out my first EP. And that was in, and it was in, I think I dropped it 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, officially. I dropped it 2016, the first EP, and I was just in it. I'm in it to win it. And impact. Impact is always the biggest thing. I just want to really make positive impact and inspire people to do what they love.
And that I definitely think that you're doing. One of my really good friends, Saaneah, she actually said that she went to your show, I guess it was a couple months back, at Nine Bar, I believe, and she said that she spoke with you, or it was at one of your shows that you did. She said you really left a lasting impression on her, and she talks about you all the time. So told her I would make sure I threw that in there.
Oh my God,
Let
I
you
love
know
your
about it.
Do what you love. Do what you love.
No,
That's
like,
how it
it's
is.
good.
Was you really walking down Church Street and the girls came out?
Oh my gosh, I was like,
Screaming,
I literally was like
yeah.
crying. I was so excited about that
They love you
because,
everywhere, girl.
oh my gosh, I love everybody. One of the things that, I was saying this last night when I was meeting some people, my friends, some close friends of mine who are also artists, he was like, here comes the flower child. Like, that's like an ongoing thing because, like, I love flowers. And I was like, yeah, I love flowers. And I want everybody to bloom. Especially, black people are generally blossom. But, because, I believe that it takes a village to raise one another. That's how I was brought up. And be it that our ancestors spent so much time working for free, it's very important that, I honor them by doing what I love, letting youth that are coming under me know who they are, be an example and let them know where they come from, because it helps them get to where they're going and discover who they are. So a lot of, when I was working for Metro Public Schools, I noticed there was a lot of children who were dealing with self-hate. They didn't like their kinky hair. There was just so many different elements of their blackness that they did not love. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out how I can mend this and heal this through my artistic abilities.
Right.
And it just became something that I'm obsessed with.
Right.
Awesome. So that kind of segues into our next question is, what are your thoughts and views on the music scene in Nashville? Like, how can you impact the music, or how is the music growing, or is it not growing? Is it stagnant? Like, what are your thoughts and views on that?
I think in our circuit, it's definitely growing. I know so many amazingly talented people that I've been able to connect with who are phenomenal in my world. Of course, our name, the Music City title, is due to the Fifth Jubilee Singers and things like that. But I don't think we reign enough in the world, in the world, but also just in the Music City pocket, as far as other people being knowledgeable about our scene. So it's a goal of mine. It's definitely growing, but I don't think it's fast enough. I don't think that we're being acknowledged as much as we should in publications. I don't think venues are giving us the opportunity to share our gifts as much as they should. And so in my position that I'm in now as an artist, I want to call them out. I want to call them out and be like, yo, this isn't,
I definitely have a problem with that. So anybody that has recently just had a problem with it, it's always time to sharpen iron.
I really want to call them out, and I'm not one of those artists. I've never been one of those artists who is afraid to acknowledge and put others on, or be a vessel in giving people moments and opportunities to shine.
Let me know after the show. We'll talk. We're talking about dress them on the next one. So
because it's really country based.
Absolutely.
It is.
So I think that it's definitely harder for those that don't sing country or really love country or want to do something different. It's harder for them to really be put out there in the forefront in Nashville.
Absolutely.
Because everything is so centered around country music.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm irked by it.
Yeah, and it goes even further than just the music, though. I mean, even if you just look at politically, if you look at, I don't know if you know, but I deal with the architecture and the construction industry. Downtown, a lot of our buildings, other than the really tall and the modern skyscraper buildings, everything else has that old Western feel. That old Broadway basically looks like if you were to just take all the other buildings away, and you just had Broadway just down there like Acme on up to, you know, maybe I guess where Hume Fogg is, Hume Fogg School. If you just look down Broadway, it literally looks like an old Western, like where they used to meet in the middle and had a little shootout at 12 noon, be like, hey, yo, like, we about to do this. Like, that's exactly what it looks like.
And it's still the same. Like,
And it's still the same in 2018.
They just put some pavements through the
You know what I'm
ground.
saying?
Yeah.
Aggressive.
It's still the same, and I think that is kind of sort of how our society, unfortunately, has kind of controlled the narrative to make Nashville the country music capital of the world instead of the music capital of the world, which it was supposed to be the whole time.
It's crazy because we've had people like Aretha Franklin. We are still praying for her. She's a fighter.
Y'all, I heard she was updated as I was on the way, late by the way. I heard that she was actually doing better. She had
that's
come
something.
back
Right now, like she is a fighter.
They said she's back at the crib now.
Good.
What? That's good.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
she's
I
back
love
at the crib
her.
now, so
You
know, prayers and
Yes.
prayers and everything, good vibe goes out to her.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I definitely feel that.
Free concert on the low.
I love everything. It's like, y'all, I'm literally, my whole life is music. Like, I'm encompassed by it. And, you know, as I grow and evolve as an artist, I really want to do my best to put other artists that I love and are great, you know, if I can. I mean, they in their own right are moving. Like, there are artists that are international right now that are moving, you know, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And I'm always trying to come up with ideas to progress. We have 3, you know, big HBCUs here. You know, we got to thrive here. There's so much talent, and I just want to figure out how to. I'm always just like contemplating and putting up a master plan on how to like make that like prevalent and big here. And speaking of August 29th, I'm putting out Black is Beautiful.
Okay.
A video and a song that I've been working on. Things take time, but it's a video and song that I've been working on for a while, and it speaks to some of the self-hate that we deal with as youth, and even just as adults as well, because we're bombarded by images that don't represent us, that don't represent our strength and our power. I want to be an encourager for women, you know, who also don't have the opportunities to lead. I also want to be able to put a platform where we can have conversations within our own community to find new songwriters now. It's like, that's about to stop. Like, nah.
That country stuff, we
created
y'all.
country music. Like, I love country music. I have some good friends that rock with country music. Like, there's some country music artists that inspire me. But I think that, you know, one of my goals as an artist, as I expand, is to make sure that, you know, I want people to understand the importance of inclusivity. And I really think inclusivity is what's going to help us lead to true equality. And also just heal some of this, just the separation and the loneliness that comes when you don't feel a part of something. I've raised in a community atmosphere, and even in the music, I feel like even in our own urban community, we can be cliquish, and I don't like that.
Absolutely.
Because there ain't enough of us to be cliquish. Like,
it's
not. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how we come all together. Like, let's just not. We can't be selfish when we're a minority. There's no way to do that. And so I hope I can be that pillar. I hope I am being that pillar. As I, you know, continue to push the envelope.
Let me see. What about I got a question for you. What about women that are currently here? Artists, entertainers. You got any you like?
Yes.
So you stole my question, bro.
You know it.
That's cool, because I handle it from the guy side, and you handle it from the ladies side.
Ladies, you like to shout out inspirations, former artists,
All right.
musicians?
Look, Jefferson Street Sounds the same what's up on live.
Jefferson Street style.
Yes, the only museum that's holding it down is Jefferson Street.
Yes.
You know, that was the black music mecca. Aretha Franklin.
Shout them out if y'all on Jefferson Street, right across from Citizens Bank. It's a little house
2004,
right
Jefferson Street. Yo,
everybody that came in there. Everybody that came.
Jimi Hendrix, Donny Hathaway has been there. And that's something I want to contribute to too. I'm gonna get to that one question I forgot.
Don't get
But I am a whole woman goddess. But yeah, that's something that I'm really passionate about because my community. I'm from North Side, Nashville. Like,
North.
North Side.
Yeah. So. Okay.
The whole time I know. We bring you in. You alright.
Shout out East Side, Jackson Road, Hillhurst. Okay, Parkland. Okay. Y'all alright.
But yeah, so I really want to bring that back because right now we don't have music advocates on Jefferson like it used to be. So if I can get myself to a point, which I will, to where I can like buy some land on that street and just like create a venue where people can just be themselves and be creative. It's like that's
Jefferson Street sound.
And y'all, not to cut off the ladies' question, but the fact that you've been talking a lot about the venues and how they have been very, I'm going to say selective about, you know, the type of music and the type of crowd, so to speak, that they want. Before this interview started, we had the Logic documentary on the TV, and he was in stadiums, and it was sold out full of our lighter pigmented counterparts. And my thing is when they are not allowing room for the more urban type of music, R&B, soul,
the
rap.
Stuff that everybody culturally appropriate. Yeah.
But the thing is, like here in Nashville, it's so frowned upon, but everybody else in the world. Never mind.
You know.
It starts getting you upset after a while. You can start talking about it,
You say
right?
nothing wrong.
Like it starts getting you upset after a while. It's like us as black people, we're the most copied, emulated race of people on this planet, but yet we're still the most hated. Probably you mad and you hate us because you ain't us though.
Oh, that's a slogan. You mad because you hate us? Because you ain't us.
I mean, seriously.
Come on, black man.
Seriously, you know what I'm saying?
That was a great one.
I mean, because Vanderbilt obviously.
Why else would you put a people, oppress a whole culture, an African experience, keep us from like using our language, keep us from separate us from our family unit, and then make us work for free.
Everything about it.
If you didn't,
everything about it. Everything about it. And then and my thing is then you have certain venues who recognize the greatness. And not only just for the monetary reasons, I'm pretty sure that's another big reason, but they also realize the unity that they bring to the city. Because dare I say it, Vandy's Rites of Spring and Vandy's Homecoming concert has now damn near become a staple in the hip hop music, or just music community in Nashville in general.
I ain't gonna say that's sad, but it's definitely disappointing.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Kudos to Vandy though for holding it down.
Yeah.
But everybody else got to get on that same wave and that same wagon because Vandy ain't got no problem bringing Gucci or Migos or SZA or whoever it is that they want to bring.
Is it because they're appropriating or because they got the bag to do so?
They got the bag.
Well, they definitely got the bag to do it. They definitely got the bag, and I won't even say it's because they're appropriating, so to speak. Because if that's the case, then isn't that what everybody's doing? Look at that. Look, I mean, ain't that what everybody's doing? All of our employers. I mean, every athlete at every college. I mean, like, isn't that what everybody's doing?
I mean, if you talk about the NFL, we are the NFL.
Yeah.
If all of the players decided, all the black players decided, you know what, I'm not playing no more.
Yeah.
It would be over.
Yeah.
If all the black players in basketball stopped playing, my bad. If all the black players, it would be over.
Well, see, here's the thing about that as a former basketball player. The NBA has figured it out. The NBA has figured it out because the moment anybody says anything racist or even comes close to that line, we gotta get you out of the paint, bro. We gotta get you out of the paint. I mean, think about it. Buddy from the Clippers, the guy that used to own the Clippers, he just called the chick a hoe or something like that.
Who did that? What's the name?
They do that?
Talk about Magic too.
Huh?
He talked about Magic.
And he talked about Magic Johnson. First off, bro, can't nobody talk about Magic Johnson, bro. He played one-on-one against HIV and won, bro. Can't nobody say nothing about Magic Johnson. He was the former owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, bro. He said that on Wednesday, bro. Bro was fired by Friday, bro.
I missed that.
They got him on up out of there.
I'm glad.
And certain organizations, NBA, Vanderbilt, for this, while we're talking about it, have realized, the type of power that it is that we kind of give to that machine. And so they kind of we really have to listen to them because what they say is the wave.
Yeah.
What they say is the wave. The NFL obviously ain't got the memo. Their whole power structure is totally different. Since you brought up the NFL, the NFL is not run by Roger Goodell, the owner. It's run by the team owners, and then Roger Goodell is up under them. So whatever the owners of the team says goes. NBA, nah, bro. Whatever the players say, that's what it is, bro. That's just what it is. Because some people have realized the type of power that black people and the urban culture and the urban community in general as a whole have. And they don't want to lose that, bro. They don't want to lose that. Now it's all about kind of sort of bringing, like what you said, bringing everybody together and allowing everybody to blossom, so to speak. So I'm off
Everyone's
of
a
my,
blossom.
I'm off my CNN spiel.
Yeah, we forgot.
Yeah, your favorite
Okay, your
artist.
question. Go back. We're back.
Yeah, we back.
Just real quick.
We right back.
Just anybody locally, women that you look up to.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. So, as I discover myself and I grow, I've definitely, my parents infused me with the elements of jazz.
Okay.
I've seen jazz.
And jazz music. Are you mean specific locally or just in general? Oh, you mean locally. So local artists that I love or oh God, I don't like these guys. Because I know I'm going to miss somebody.
Well, we're just prepping you for
Women?
Just one. It don't matter.
Okay, women local artists that I love. Okay.
Or to make it easier, what if we call out some names and then you say how you feel about them and how you like them?
Oh God, then you're gonna capture my reaction.
Don't do that.
We ain't gonna say too much. Alright, cool. We ain't gonna say that.
Don't do
Because I kind of feel like
So let's put it this way. Let's put it.
No, because she can't name
Nashville
everybody.
has a
If
very
she
good
knows
Okay, look, I have some very.
Nobody out.
So I have some really great members of, just my sisters in music, as I like to call people that I've interacted with and growth-wise, who are really great, and I'd love to call out as women. And don't anybody don't tear me down because I forget somebody. But I definitely would say, Lauren McClinton. She's awesome. Y'all know about Lauren. Lauren McClinton, yes. Jemiah Hudson, dope. Sakari, she has a group called Mocha.
Was that the one that was at the comeback? Was that the group, the girls?
She
Is that one of them?
I don't know. She mentioned.
I don't know.
It's a duo. So Mocha music.
Cool.
I'm trying to think. We've really had some really great times together, and I remember when they first started out, and I'd love to. Oh my gosh, there's so many people that I have. Bella Moon.
Yes.
Bella's great. I hope we get to do a collaboration too. We've been talking about it, and that's something that I really want to do. Is collaborate more with. Issa Rae talked about working across, and it's important that we do that. I think we get kind of nervous in our community in Music City about collaborating with others.
Wow.
I just think so. I feel like I'm always reaching out to people and they don't reach back. I'm like, what's going on? I thank you.
If Saaneah don't reach out to you,
Yeah, you big tripping.
I'm gonna let you know your family. Your family.
I'm like, make a song with me, please.
So you can make it up to yourself in Christ right now. If you go to your DM and if you have a message in there you have not responded to from Saaneah for a collaboration, I need to get your life together and figure that out and respond back because the music is here, the people here, Saaneah's here. You need to figure it out.
I am so addicted to great music, and we're so unique in the way that we communicate our experience. And I think that's what I love, and I love to encourage. I'm like a big gasser. I'm like, yeah. I'm like one of those yeah. Oh my God, that's what you know.
Everybody
what I'm saying?
in.
Like that's me. Like I love it, and I don't know.
But we
let's
need
see.
more of that.
We do need more of that.
We
We
need
definitely
more,
need more of that.
women supporting women.
That's
People supporting
girl.
people,
It's so
like,
crazy that you
just
said that because
be that.
I started a group a while back. It was some type of, I can't think of what it was called. It was like ladies of music or ladies of song or something like that, where it was like a group where we would perform and it would be women supporting women in their ventures. I have to shout out Kojo. She's great.
Shout out Kojo and the Connects.
Yes, Kojo and the Connects. And so many. Oh, Mickey Gooden. Mickey is I met her recently. And she's like a black country artist here in town.
Yo, okay,
What
that
is
is
she with,
definitely a different flavor right
Her
there.
cousin or something is like Gina.
I don't
Is
know.
that the same girl?
I don't know.
Light skin.
I gotta shout out Jesse Wilson.
Bro, that is the homie, bro.
Really?
That is the homie.
Shout out
Jesse.
Jesse.
DJ Magic.
Yes.
Those are
I
my people.
love.
Those are my folks.
That's good. You gave about 30 people.
I know.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's so
Right
much.
there. That's good. Good job.
Those are
That's
women. There's
It's
so many
cool.
more that I want to say.
Who are some of your favorite guys though?
No, we did the women. Don't do don't.
Okay,
Because I ain't gonna lie,
I
and I'm just throwing this
Yeah,
out there,
yeah.
and maybe I have missed it. However, though, I think like you and Petty should do a song together.
Really? Oh my gosh, that would be lit. I love Patty. I
Brown.
love
Petty might be
Stan.
one of the most creative.
I
dudes
love.
in the
You know,
city,
me
bro.
and Stan did one. We did a record, Lover.
Okay.
It's out now, and we also have a video coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely Petty is doing a record with Petty is definitely overdue. Brown is dope. Tim.
Why y'all ain't collaborate? What?
They love me. No.
Listen.
Cause me as a musical person, I'm listening. Y'all got skills to rap, okay? Now she got skills to
I be
sing.
flowing, you know.
And she can speak to me. Why this hasn't happened?
Yeah, I don't understand
Fellas,
why
get it
that
together.
hasn't happened either. Because
I don't-
right now, just
Maybe.
off.
They be scared. Are they scared?
I don't know. Just off the top of my head.
Easy,
I
but
can
intimidating.
Yeah, just off the top of my head, I can only kind of
It's
think of
timing,
like
'cause,
one
like,
duo.
Or it could be
rapper.
timing too.
But real
Yes.
talk, like everybody has like something going on
Mhm.
and a trajectory that they're trying to reach, and I get that.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, but also if you really like, I'm like for me, like when I reached out to Stan, like Stan was game, like we just literally like, it's all about the moments and the vibes. Like it's gonna
Right.
get together when it's meant to get together.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when y'all do get together, I'll be glad.
Yeah, 'cause like I said-
brother been waiting on it.
Yeah, 'cause I can only think of like one rapper slash lady R&B singer that's done stuff kind of consistently. And the only people I can think of is like Lido and
She
Robin
just put
right
out
now.
a really cool.
Like
Robin.
Lido and Robin right now, like you
Oh
can
my gosh,
almost
she's
guarantee,
so
yeah, you
sweet.
can
I
almost
love
guarantee
Robin.
they gonna do
Yeah.
like a song or two.
Kaya Lacey and
together.
Chanel. They both.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love the video that Kai just put out down. It was just so. I love like innovative stuff. I just love seeing the evolution because I just feel
Right.
like from where I started, I've just evolved so much and come to myself and just become really confident. And I love to like. I seriously like. I don't know with other artists, but I literally pray. Like I'd be like, oh my god, I'm praying for this person. Like I pray for the artists that are really have this stick-to-itiveness.
In for the crowd.
They're not gonna give up. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I pray for them because I know how hard it is to just have, and you have these moments of discouragement, like I don't know, oh gosh, because you're literally like I quit my job last year and I was just like, look, you gotta devote your all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially coming from the South, like you really gotta devote your all.
Yeah.
When you're bombarded by this country music obsession.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Lord
You
have
know?
mercy.
That's why I didn't say the CM no more.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about them.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like I went through a process where I isolated myself and other people that I guess I felt like was like my crew or my unit. They kind of went there by the wayside, kind of. But now, and at first I was like kind of sad about it, but then I was just like, this is purposeful because I really got to get into myself.
Yeah.
People
They gave you time to get in your own bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it was just like all this stuff started popping up. Like I was like isolated. I was just by myself. Like I didn't interact with anybody. And then like I got random emails like from the American Eagle and all these different things. And
Right, that's
fashion modeling.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You've been on some pretty big ads here as of late. How how's that experience
been super, super duper cool. I've always wanted to do like modeling or some fashion for it, but I didn't like take it seriously until last year. And my aunt Donna was the one who was just like, girl, you just have the face for it, and you just have the charisma and the pizzazz to
Armani was like, yeah, she right.
Oh, so there's an Armani ad too?
No, it's
Ain't no Armani ad?
No, that's what I was like.
That's American Eagle.
Well, you need to put it out there then.
It's Armani, Darkin Love. Like, what else do we got? We got Adidas, we got Nike, we got Queen Collection.
Listen, whoever is cutting the respectful check, right? That's what we want. Whoever's cutting the respectful check.
Let's get that tag, you know. But honestly, I want to really get to a financial place of wealth so that I can pour it back into my community. I want to create a system or just a safe place where other artists who are developing who they are can have a place where they can like build, because it's like we don't have that for us, because creative control is everything. Like one of the things that I said when I was in the AE commercial and ad was just like, I got to be free. I really do. I have to have creative control. I don't want anybody telling me like, oh, this is your deadline, like, or like just deciding how something's gonna mix or what's gonna be kept in the verse, or I'll go crazy. Like I cannot do that. I want to surround myself with loving people who dig my vision and who I dig their vision, and we just do some cool shit and just like make a mark in the world. And me personally, what I know I am here to do is to really utilize my gifts to impact the world and create a space where peace and love can happen all over.
Peace, love, and light.
So is there an album in the works?
Yeah,
or
tell
like
us
soon?
new work coming. Yeah, what you got coming?
Make sure you give people like your hashtag and that information so they can follow you.
There's so many. I just wrote a cool song too the other day called "Don't Tell Me."
Awesome.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me all the way.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out if it was like, I'm like a super artist, y'all, and part of like being, and also I'm like, I can be extra super deep. I think everything's deep, actually, everything. And sometimes I'm
Even
like,
shallow shit.
yes, everything is deep. But like this whole table right here trips me out.
Oh yeah.
All of the like very small threads that come to make it together. Like I think about shit like that.
I mean,
this is matter.
I mean,
this is like whole matter. Like, how did they do this? Yeah. Where does it come from? You know, like that's how I got you.
So on the depth level, how can people find you on social media? Just in case they
SAANEAA. Oh, I forgot about that. Everything that can be done for music. Okay, anyways. But yeah, you can reach me at Saaneah, which is SAANEAH. It means one who brings the knowledge of peace and love. And I am on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, YouTube. I got videos on YouTube. I got Curvy Confidence coming on August 17th, Friday. And it's an experience for all shapes and sizes of women who want to just love on themselves and get a great workout at the same time.
Okay.
Connect to their inner sensuality.
Okay.
That sometimes is suppressed.
That sounds like a curvy confidence. What's it called again?
Curvy Confidence Heels class.
Curvy Confidence and coming with Candy. Might need to do it. Never mind.
Candy cut the hanger out. You ready? Is she ready? I love her. So and also I got some collaborations coming up soon. Like of course I said with Stan, and also I have a collaboration coming up. I don't know if I don't think anybody knows about this, but I guess should I say it?
An exclusive?
I mean, it's up to you.
It's on you.
You want to say it? Like, you don't have to say it.
You ain't gotta tell folks while the camera's on, but I ain't gonna lie. I would like to know.
Say, you don't get too much.
Say it.
Say, you don't got a new single.
Just tell them.
You don't got new music coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say that.
The only way for them to find out is to follow you on all your platforms.
Yeah.
That's how they
Oh,
gonna
you
do
know, I didn't acknowledge any of the R&B men out there.
Maybe I.
No, I do like
Damn,
Tim
dude.
and Brian Taylor. Like they're great. It's
Brian
not a lot.
Taylor.
It's not a lot of like.
It's a small.
singers.
It's a small collection.
Yeah, you
Very
know,
small.
and my friend Jay, like he's super dope. We did some stuff together. Y'all got so much. I know the time is running out. Oh my god. I have so yeah, American Eagle is dope. Curvy Confidence is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Black is Beautiful is happening on my birthday, August 29th at Main Street Gallery. I'm announcing that tomorrow officially, and you're gonna see promo about it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as well. And I just want to bring out more beautiful, creative content that inspires people to do what they love. I also have the Evolution of Jazz and Blues, which is a group that I put together where we sing Negro spirituals and connect to the timeline of Black music through song.
Interesting.
And I plan on taking that to all the different HBCUs and colleges. Shout out to SAI. I'm a Sigma Alpha Iota member. Iota. And yeah, I think that's about it. I am gonna put out an album. It's gonna be called While You Wait Reloaded.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm putting some remixes are happening.
Collaborations on
The
that.
collaborations I was talking about, yeah, and some new music. Like I said, Don't Tell Me. I got the plug coming out, and a lot of things. Shout out to AB producer. He's great. He did a lot of music for me, and he's just a dope person and cool heart. I like to deal with kind people. Kindness is like, it seems like it's a lost thing.
It's y'all time. Y'all get on the Reloaded album. Get your collabs ready.
Make sure you're
Get
kind
your
though.
verses
I don't
ready.
do assholes. Like we don't do that.
Get your verses ready.
Yes,
Get your vibes
please send me some
ready.
music. I'm looking for like producers and stuff like that. Like I'm in a very creative zone, and so I'm really wanting to like not compress that side of myself. I met somebody the other day that was like, Saaneah, you know, you got some, you know, interesting way that you vocalize and put together lyrics on your music. Like take it back, like stop holding back on that shit. So I'm in a really good space to do that. So
Cool.
thank you so much, MassCtv, for having me.
Thank you.
I know I'm super elaborate and everything.
We
And
thank
I'm
you for
fine.
coming.
Thank you
We
for
definitely
coming.
appreciate it.
Yes, this is fun.
We're going to put it out and make sure everybody sees it.
Oh, yay.
The
That's
best.
exciting. Yay.
So, until next time, 28th and Jefferson, we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace and love.
This is wild.
What's up, Nashville? It's your girl Saaneah, aka the Soul Goddess, and we're here at the 28th and Jefferson podcast with MassCtv. Peace and love.